This is just kind of the old reliable mare of the group. We're just gonna give her a trim. You can see her feet are, they actually look pretty good for, she kind of went through the winter and everything looks pretty decent. Nothing's really chipped up. We'll just need to get her balanced up and cleaned up a little. On most of these horses, I'll be pretty conservative with the trims because this one will be, you know, barefoot throughout the year. So you kind of have to take into account that it's going to get, everybody's feet are kind of drying out a little bit and getting a little harder, and the ground's going to get a little harder. So we'll want to just make sure we don't take too much off and leave her some protection on that foot. So we'll go ahead and get started. So on this foot, I can just tell by, you know, you can see by looking from the top and the bottom, she's going to have a little more heel on this foot. So we'll just come in, kind of get started here. Usually a good idea to clean your frog out first. Get it. I like to just make sure there's no, you know, thrush or anything that's gonna maybe cause them problems down the road. So we'll start there. Just clean out both sides. That's kind of what your frog is gonna look like. And I'll come up here. Their feet are all a little bit hard right now, so I have a little pair of GE racetrack nippers that I like to use, and I'll just come in and kind of give myself a little bit of a head start instead of having to chisel through all that with my knife. So with her, like I was saying, I know she's going to be barefoot for a while. That's about as much as I'm going to take out with my knife. And then I'm going to go ahead and take a little bit of toe and some heel. Just get her to where she'll be nice and balanced up. Make our way up to the heel here. Then we'll come back here with the rasp and get it balanced up. Then after that, I'll come through and do kind of a final little pairing out here. Make sure I don't have any. I want, when this foot comes down, I want the pressure to be on the hoof wall, not on the sole. So that's why I'll kind of pair this foot out and concave it out just a little bit, so we're not pressing down on the sole and getting her sore. That'll just about be that for her. We'll clean it up just a little bit more and let her go with that. Okay, her foot's been trimmed. We're gonna go ahead and finish this right front foot. Put it on the stand and just kind of clean it up. Take off any rough edges or anything that might be chipped. I like to put a little bit of a roll on here so it's just nice and smooth. And hopefully this will just keep it nice and uniform and keep it from chipping or breaking as she goes throughout her trim cycle here. Same thing on this side. You can see her feet are actually holding together pretty good. We gave her a pretty good trim just before we got a bunch of snow and stuff, and She seems to have gone through the winter fairly well with her feet. And that'll be that.